Hello, everyone. The worldwide estimate of wine production in 2020 was over 6.8 billion gallons. With so much wine, deciding what to try could seem overwhelming, especially with all the wine varieties and vineyards that exist. My name is Alex Scott, and I'm a fan of trying new wines, so I thought this would help those who would want to try something new as well. I am presenting a wine recommender that recommends a bottle of wine based on what a user already likes. This is considered a content-based recommender, and this type of recommender is used when recommending a similar product with similar features. So features about a wine already liked will be matched with similar features of a different wine. The goal is to introduce a new variety or a new bottle of wine. The data I have comes from the Wine Enthusiast Magazine, where there are 50,000 professional wine reviews. These reviews are done by professionals who are paid to taste wines from around the world, not just an amateur or hobbyist. The wine varieties in this data set, there's over 500 different types ranging from popular ones like Merlot and Chardonnay down to more obscure ones and blends and combinations in between. The average score of the wine in this data set was an 89 out of 100 points. This is an example of a wine review. It starts with the title of the wine and then has a small paragraph or description of what the wine is about, its features, its smells and taste. Anything unique about that bottle can be found in this description. It's this description that the recommender is going to examine to match up with another bottle of wine. 95% of the wines in this data set come from 10 countries, the majority being from the United States, and then the top 5 being rounded out with some other European countries. The average length of a wine review is around 200 to 250 characters long. I'm using 2 different models to make my recommendation. The first is called TF-IDF, or Term Frequency Inverse Document Frequency. This focuses on the importance of words and not just words that appear often. Instead, we want to focus more on a rare or unique word because they're going to be more important. The words are given a weight, and then after some math, we're going to be given words that relate to one another. Think words traveling in the same direction. On the right, I have 2 different charts. The top one is a Malbec being compared to a Merlot. They have the same descriptive words, and they're traveling in the same direction. So given one of these wines, the other could be recommended. With the graph below, there's a Riesling, which is a white wine, has different descriptive words than that Merlot. They're going in different directions, so given one, the other would not be recommended. The second model is going to use LDA, which stands for Latent Dirichlet Allocation. This is where we take a document, which is a set of words, in this case, a wine review, and we will find topics based on the words used in that review by analyzing different themes. An example, in this topic 1 has words like crisp, citrus, and apple. These words are often associated with something to do with a white wine. In topic 2, there are red fruits like cherry and plum, and flavors like spice and pepper, which have to do more with a red wine. So the recommendations, I've chosen a 2013 Cabernet, and I've taken some keywords from the description to the right of that for reference. Using the TF-IDF model first, I have these 3 recommended wines. The first one, the word that matches is plum, so that's one flavor. The next one, it has elevation, and it talks about how both of them are at higher elevation, being 19,000 and 2,000 feet. The last one also has the flavor of plum and then adds the full-bodied structure of the wine. Using the LDA model on the same 2013 Cabernet, I have different recommendations. The words that matched up in these recommendations are a little more in common with our original 2013 Cabernet. Each of these have 3 words that match up with the Cabernet. So they have different flavors. The structure of full-bodied is mentioned, the flavors of oak and different berries. The LDA is finding more in common with these recommendations from our original wine. Going forward, I would want to create an interactive app for a user to enter their own description that will give them a recommendation. Right now, the recommender works by taking a bottle and then recommending a new bottle. I also want the option for a user to type in their own unique description and then have a recommendation based on that. And they'll also add a price filter so a user can find a wine within their budget, and then to also continue to add more data as years progress. And if there's any questions, I can answer them now.